Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Makeup by Loka Miko. So today's topic is how to wash your makeup brushes, and I also will be showing you a very effective hack, or rather something that's there at home to wash your brushes. So what you would be needing is obviously dirty brushes. I'm pointing out to a couple of dirty brushes that I have. Next, what we would be needing is a cleaning agent. Now, I use three cleaning agents. One would be normal soap. Now, this guy I've picked up from Dubai. He is Lux Magical Beauty. So, guys, I've used a lot of brush cleaners so far, but this is the most effective to clean your brushes. Next, what I would be using to pamper my brushes a little more would be shampoo. So yep, that's some regular shampoo that I have in this container, and also some conditioner. So what these do are wash your brushes, of course, but also soften them a lot more. So while you're applying makeup, it has a very nice soft feel. Your brushes feel really soft. Now the next would be the star of the show. A lot of my friends I know use very expensive brush cleaning mats. So this guy is been the most effective to clean my brushes and helps me not spoil my hands as well. So that is him. That is my brush cleaning mat. It's actually a hot water bag, and I'm sure you know how to use it. So it's got this texture on it that I'm pointing out to, which is really good. Also, it's waterproof. It's made of rubber, so that's pretty obvious. And this sort of texture on this hot water bag helps you clean your brushes very effectively and not, spoil your hands as such, and make the job of cleaning brushes very easy. So that's my flat top kabuki. It's, as you can see, covered with a lot of foundation, and I wet it a little bit, post which I swirl it around in the Lux soap that I was talking about, and I put the water on again, let the soap sort of dissolve the product a little. Then I swirl it around a couple of times on my so-called brush cleaning mat, and run it back and forth, swirl it around a couple of times. And as you can see, the brush is getting a lot whiter and a lot cleaner, so it's doing a very effective job. And like I'm also pointing out onto the basin, there are a lot of droplets of dirty foundation that it's releasing. So then you just wash it off under the tap, wash the mat off a little as well, and keep the mat aside. You wash your brush really well, run it under water a couple of times. And what I like to do is once I'm done washing the brush, I give it a really good squeeze. This helps you ascertain whether all the soap is gone. If it hasn't, it would let out a couple of bubbles, so you know you have to wash the brush again. Now as you can see, the brush is pretty clean. It's nice and white. Take it, put it in a separate dry container downward, so the water doesn't seep into the body of your brush and spoil it. So then it's the regular drill, the same old process. Swirl it around in this soap, run it back and forth onto, run it in water, then run it back and forth onto your mat. After you're done giving it a good sort of scrubbing, you take it and run it under the soap, run it under the water, and make sure the brush is nice and clean, give it a good squeeze, and then keep it aside. Then again, repeat the process. Swirl in soap, run back and forth on the mat, wash it off, then put it in a little bit of shampoo to make it nice and soft. Wash that off too. Give it a slight squeeze. As you can see, it's really clean and nice. Put it in a little bit of conditioner post this to make it extremely soft, and then run it against the mat and give it a nice wash, give it a nice squeeze, and keep it separate in the container in a downward fashion. Next, as you can see, this dirty black eyeshadow brush that I have, it's got some black eyeshadow on it. So this will really help you see how I clean, and how clean it leaves my brushes basically. The same drill that I told you. Soap, water, scrub it. Take some shampoo, scrub it against the mat again. Wash that off. Dip it in a little bit of conditioner and wash that off too. Give it a nice rinse. Squeeze it, and as you can see, like I'm showing you, the brush is beautiful and white again. So this, guys, is like a really nice hack for you. A very, very cheap alternative to a very expensive brush cleaning mat, and it does the job just as well. It does not sort of spoil your hands too much while you're cleaning your brushes. Gives you a lot of ease to clean your brushes. And also another tip, while you guys are watching me wash my brushes, another tip that I'd like to give you: a lot of people tend to use things like detergents to wash their brushes. Please, at all costs, avoid doing that, because that's going to make your brushes extremely rough, and while you're applying your makeup, it's not going to give the smooth feeling to your skin. So please, guys, avoid using things like detergents. Instead of that, you can use these alternatives that I just showed you. You can use the soap by itself, and you can also use the shampoo and conditioner by itself. Next, guys, once you're done washing your brushes, you lay out this sort of cloth towel. Take your brush, and it's a nice cloth towel that I've laid out. Take your brush, swirl it around a couple of times and give it a nice squeeze with your towel that you have, or whatever cloth that you have placed. Give it a good squeeze. See that all the water is out. So when you swirl your brush like this in the cloth, what happens is that you're making sure that, you know, the initial water that it's drenched with is completely removed, and by squeezing it, it ascertains that even more that the water is completely removed from the brush, because water, guys, tends to trap a lot of bacteria. So at all costs, avoid that being trapped in your brushes, like I'm showing you now. Sorry, the camera isn't focusing that well. Like I just showed you, the brushes are really clean. So I'm repeating that entire process again and again, and sort of drying my brushes out really well. Also, guys, make sure you dry out your handles also very well. You don't want water sitting on your brushes at all. Sorry for the bad focus. So yeah, guys, that's about it. Lay your brushes down like that. Leave them to dry overnight, and the next morning you would have clean, beautiful brushes. Do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Mwah.